Hello. Let's do this. And also, I am currently realizing that I definitely did not, forgot, I don't know, I fixed that. That I definitely did not do any of this on social media today. So, hello. I am a little bit early. Not really. I guess it is 6 o'clock now. I was maybe 30 seconds early. I don't think that counts. I definitely did not post any of this on Instagram, so we'll see if people find it. If you found it, congratulations, since I did not promote it at all. I forgot, honestly, to do that. So, anyway, let's see. We'll give it a little bit and see if gives people a little bit of time to find us, especially since I could put something on my stories real quick, I think. Hold on. I do have to, no, we'll do it this way. This will take me just a moment, since we're a little early, or since I was a little early. Enjoy. Okay. Go grab our link really quick. Maybe. There it is. Okay. Facebook first, because then I can share it right to Instagram. I even thought I was like kind of ahead of things, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh wait, I definitely, which part are we on? Around part 4. So we need this one. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. And like that. And then we'll go share it on Instagram really quick. And meanwhile, I'm gonna flip the camera. Okay, let's just get to it. I'm going to need assistance tonight too, I think, from the viewers, because, oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Because I think I'm gonna need some opinions on some things today. Alright, let me just quickly grab that and grab that. Instagram does not want to cooperate with me today. There we go. Then that needs to be, no one can read that if I do it that way. And then quickly link, oops. Boop. 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 Okay. Alright. There we go. Now I caught back up to where I should have been. Okay, so we're starting with number 6 today. And I did do a little off camera for this one because I needed to do some coloring, and I did not realize how well I actually matched those colors. That was not really intentional until I just looked at them together in this little baggie. I mean, I was trying to match them. I mean, I wasn't, but I did not to make them similar, but I did not realize I matched them quite that well. This one I think is kind of fun because of how it all lays out. I think this one is kind of fun. Because I like the first time I looked at this sketch and I looked at these pieces, I was like, the heck does this go together? Then I realized that what happens is this little, again, I know that's probably kind of small, but if you look at it, like it just goes together like this, and then you don't need the whole thing. So I'm not on the camera. There we go. Or you don't need a whole extra piece of paper behind it. That's what I'm trying to say. I knew the words would come to me eventually. It always takes me a little bit. Okay. So this one, fairly easy because I mostly have... Now, but see, now I need to add something though because I matched those colors too well. So here's your first question of the night. One of these days I'll figure out how to do polls on here. I kind of figured it out, but I think I have to set them all up ahead of time and I don't want to deal with that. Hello. Do we do an oval or a rectangle? Or what do we do since I apparently so well matched these colors? This needs something behind it now. Otherwise it just gets lost. So let me know if you think, what shape should we use? Will I grab a card base out for this? Or what I think we're gonna, what I think, I'm gonna grab some options. And this one. Or there's this option too. This would be an interesting choice. And then we have to pick out a greeting too. Something tiny because we don't have a ton of space on here. All of the stamp sets that I have pulled out for the... Ooh, what's in this one? I wonder if this one has one that would work. I was leaning towards oval too. That was my first thought. So I feel like that's a good option. This is going to be way too big for this, isn't it? But maybe something magical will happen, like what happened last time. It's not, but I have an idea. Okay. So, I have this greeting situation here. This is very tiny, and I really don't think I have anything that's going to fit on here. But we can just not use that. And then this one will fit. Because she's got the cornucopia thing, I really want to have... Why did I put that away? I'm going to need it in a second. I really want to have a Thanksgiving greeting on it. So I think that's the move. I think we're just going to not use this little piece. Because we don't have to use all the pieces all the time, right? We did that last time too. Where we didn't do one. Okay, let's find an oval. Oh, my circles are still out and I should put them away before I lose them like I lost the other one. I found many things in my cleaning, but I did not find my missing circle dies. Circle die, I mean, really, I'm only missing one. Okay, so I kind of think I have a fancy oval. Let's see. I thought I had... I do. It's right here. I think this might be too big, though. Where's the... Let's see. So I don't want to lose this whole cute little, peeky out thing we have there, and I'm worried this one might be too big. Yes, that's way too big. Don't like that. Let's try this one. This one's a double stitched oval. Otherwise, I do have wonky stitched ovals as an option too. I like this one. Will you fit in there? Pretty well. That's definitely an option. We have the wonky stitched oval, which doesn't fit, I mean, about the same, I guess, in there. Anything bigger would be too big, I think, that I have. Well, this is not too bad. That one's not too bad. We're going to lose our, see, but that oval feels too big for her, though. I feel like I kind of, this is, a digi stamp that I had in my, digital stamping stash, because I sort of forgot that existed, and I've been trying to reuse it, or not reuse it, but revisit it, a lot of the ones that I have, and, that's what I think too. That's why I think this is the one I was going with. I was just looking to see if I had any other, like, fun ovals in here, because I did want it to be a little something fun, but I really don't. I just have boring ovals, other than the ones that we already looked at, so I think we're gonna go with this one. But yeah, I have a whole, like, collection of digi stamps, because, like, when I first started stamping, really a lot. I mean, when I first started stamping, I was very young, but when I first really started getting into it, I was a college kid who did not have a whole ton of extra money to be spending on craft supplies, and was also living in a dorm room. So that was, you know, not really a thing. Her space was also a thing that I had to be aware of. So I should really match that all the way, probably. I might have extras. I do. Let me grab this out of my pile of extras. Here we go. So we can cut this. But I got really into digi stamps because generally they are less expensive than actual stamps, and also they live on my computer and did not take up extra space, and I could come home on the weekends and print a bunch of them and then take them back to color and to school to color and do stuff with. And then, like, I got older and got even more into stamping and kind of stopped using them as often. And when I upgraded my computer after my other one decided to be obnoxious, oh, look what I did. I stuck my intercut to the paper. There we go. So I am trying to get back into using them, because when I was moving stuff over to the new computer, I was like, I should really be making more use of these. So that's what we're doing. We're making more use of them. So basically that's code for you're gonna see a lot more of them, I think. But I never fixed this after the embossing folder. Didn't I tell you on Monday I would forget to change that? And I did. I know I thought it on Monday. I feel like this is backwards too. I just have a feeling, but I don't want to undo it now. So we'll see what happens. Was it backwards? No, it wasn't. I did do it the right way. Look at me. I thought for sure I accidentally put it on the wrong way. Okay. There's that. That goes back in the extra pile, and that just gets tossed over there for now. And then this stuff all gets put away. Oh, I should tell you before I forget, because I will get distracted and forget. Dan's schedule is 99.9% finalized. I'm not really expecting any massive changes at this point. So I feel safe to say that lives will be on Thursdays going forward. So I will switch. I don't start dance right away. Well, I do start dance right away next week, but not my normal schedule right away. There's like a orientation week kind of thing that goes on next week. For an easy, understandable way to explain that. So I'm gonna remember to get this out today. I shouldn't need this for this, but so I'm going to switch the days to Thursdays because I think that's gonna be the day I most consistently have available. And ideally, I won't skip any when I'm exhausted after a competition either, because it'll be before competitions. Because competitions are usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I do have one this year that's actually Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But a lot of times, like the Monday after, I'm very, very tired because they're very long days. And I think Thursday is going to be a good fit. So, it'll still be 6 o'clock. It'll just be Thursdays. I have a video ready to go for Monday already that's all uploaded and scheduled and all that fun stuff. And I'm just going to reschedule that after this live for next Thursday. And so we'll just like jump right into the Thursday schedule. And the next live after this one will be September 10th, I believe. I looked it up before I went live so I could tell you, and I've already forgotten what day it's supposed to be, but pretty sure it's September 10th. So I think that'll be the plan. Oops, I almost knocked all my stamps over, and that would have been really annoying to have to pick up, but I did not. So that was good. That was a good thing. I was not as prepared as I thought it was today. I cleaned up too well after Monday, actually, and I put everything away, and now I'm like, oh, now I have to get it all back out. Okay. For being a brand new stamp, this just stamped it very, very well. Because, you know, sometimes they're a little bit fussy when... I don't know if that's going to focus. It might not want to. There we go. But, like, usually when you first use a stamp, because I didn't condition that or do anything with it, and I was very much just hopefully it does what I want it to do, and it did very well. Especially for the first stamping of it. But yeah, so we're heading into my dance season now. I may also, I'm trying not to, but I don't want to promise. I might take, like, because I already have next week's video done, that's easy, but I may take a little adjustment week for myself to, like, restructure everything. So there may be a video that I miss while I kind of figure out where filming starts to fit into my schedule a little bit more, or now, and all that, but I'm hoping I don't have to do that. It kind of just depends on if I manage to film something this weekend or not, so we'll see how it goes, but I think I don't think I'll have to miss one, but if I do, that's why, just because I needed an adjustment day, or an adjustment week, I should say. It's like I was talking to myself today because I was like just trying to figure out the schedule, and like I was really mapping it out for myself and putting all the dates on the calendar and all that kind of fun stuff. And I was like, it feels like going back to school in a way. Like you always need a little bit of time to like figure out the new schedule, and that's sort of where I'm at. It feels like a lot right now, but give it like a month and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is just how it is. So, and it doesn't help that we do have the weird orientation week, so it's like not even normal next week. But I am excited to be back. I'm excited to work on new stuff because, like, you work on the same routines for 9 months, and then, admittedly, after a while, it gets a little bit boring. And it'll be nice to, like, learn all new routines and all that kind of... This fits much better than I thought it did. Was going to. Okay, card base time. Where did I put the ones I wanted to use? Over here. I have glue on everything. So here are my choices. I can tell you which one I think I want to do. There are a million here. Because I forgot I grabbed this extra one. So we have gold, ivory, which looks extremely, extremely white on camera, but it is not. Well, it's not. I guess it does look a little yellow, but... And then this ivory, which is just a little darker. Orange and craft. These are my options I pulled for this. I'm kind of mentally already ruling out the orange. I don't think I'm going to like that. I am less concerned about my little girl right now, and I'm more concerned about how this is going to go and look on it. And yeah, I think I'm going to veto the orange without any input. Because I don't think I like that too much. Nope. And then I'm going to go and try this one next, because this is the other one. Leaning towards the dark. Yeah, this is why I'm saving these two for the end, because I actually think these two are the ones that one of those two is going to be the ones that I like. I did not think I would like the orange, so I started with that. I also don't think I'm going to like this gold. This was very much I was in the drawer and was like, maybe, but now that it's out, I don't think I'm going to like it. I know some of you have just kind of like popped in since I just remembered to post on social media for y'all to come. So I did say this was an audience participation stream today because I'm going to need some advice on things. So, okay, I don't hate it as much as I thought it was going to, but also I don't think I love it. And then... this one is very thick cardstock, so it doesn't want to sit flat, but... because this one is technically the one that matches, like, the ivory, because this is... the old Gina K Designs pattern papers were all, like, designed to match very specifically her cardstock. Not really. The pattern papers, the old Gina K Designs pattern papers were very specifically designed to match the cardstock, which I think is what I said, and I just thought I said it backwards. But it's, so like this and this ivory are like the same, or about as close to the same as you can get. So that's why I grabbed this one out, which I don't hate this one either. But I think these ones are going to give us a little more contrast. There we go. And I think I'm going to like that. I do like this orange on this one better. And then I bet we're going to see this one a little bit more because it's kind of blended in with the other one, which it should have done. That would have been the correct thing to have happen. But I do like that. And then the craft one. Oh, I surprisingly did not like that as much as I thought I was going to. I think it's between the two ivory ones. Do we like the darker ivory one or the lighter ivory one? Because the darker ivory one will actually match this, because I'm pretty sure that's the same color. Pretty sure. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure when I cut these it was the same color. No, it's not quite. This must have been... or is this... oh, this is Sandy Beach. I see the little speckles in it. So yeah, that's not quite the same. So let's do on the two ivory ones, let's lay out the whole thing. And see what we think. Yep. I think Shelly suggested that at the same time I was thinking it. That's what we're gonna do. It's on these two. It's between these two, I think. So there's this one. Which is not very straight in the camera. Let's see if I can straighten that out a little bit. So there's that one. I do like that. Or... there's this one. The oval is this color. The same color as this cardstock. Because it's the same cardstock. Except this is the layering weight and this is the base weight. I don't know, I do think I have it laid out a little bit differently. Like this is a little more like tucked in than I had it originally. But I'm kind of leaning towards this one. What do you guys think? I can't believe how like white my camera makes all this look, but and my lighting probably. But I think I'm leaning towards this one. Whoa, all fell off. I think we're going to go with it. I think so. Okay. Now how do I want to do this the best way? I think I want to do not that one. That's the removable one. I think I want to do this, and then I want to go like that. Do I want it to stick out a little bit more? Needs a little more glue because I didn't glue close enough to the side there. Nope, see, now that's a little too far. Shift everything over a little bit. This is why we like a dot tape runner, because it's less messy than liquid glue, but it still gives me a little time to play with things and get them the way that I want them to be. Ah! Can I fix this nicely? Yeah, I can. I just did. Okay. Alright, there we go. That's what I want. Did this just run out on me? It did. Good thing I have more. Whee. Is this my last one? Oh no, there's more. Okay, I got a little nervous there for a second. Nothing is quite as scary as realizing that you are almost out of adhesive, but I have 2 more of these, which means I have 4 more because there's 2 in a pack. So I'm okay for a very limited amount of time, but I am okay for a little bit. And I do have my backup tape runner too, so I think I have some of that in here. I do, so I'm okay. It's always just a little scary. Don't like that. Well, I think it's going to stick though. It's just a little uneven, but it's okay. Do I want to do this next, or no? I'm going to do this next. I'm also not feeling foam squares for this one, so we're not going to do that. I am not liking how I'm sticking anything down today. It's gonna be that kind of day, apparently. Okay, there's that one. And then, last but not least, the greeting. stay put. There we go. And there we go. Sketch number 6 done. Yay! Okay, on to the next one. Well, okay, this one I want more opinions on. Maybe if I can grab the baggie out here. I have an idea. I'll see what y'all think about it. Oh, I grabbed 2. That's why that's being difficult. Wouldn't that be kind of fun if I could do 2 at once? I feel like that would be really hard, though. Oh, this one's got an inside piece, and I might use it. We'll see. I think it would be kind of cute. Okay, so this one. Let's get it together here. Goes like this. Oops, nope, that way. This way. Oh, I didn't put it up. Hold on. Let me change the sketch so you guys can see what's happening, because you can't really help me if you can't see what's happening. Also, that one looks really small, so I'm just gonna make it a little bigger. Okay. So this one goes like this. That's the wrong way. And that's also the wrong spot. Jeez Louise. There we go. Okay. There it is. Now, here's my idea. Because this is pretty much our card, right? And then we'll put something in the middle. I don't know if it's going to be an oval yet. Or that label from Master Layout 7 again. Or a circle. Or I don't know. It might depend on what decision we make on this next one. Where's that stamp set? Probably down here at the bottom. It is down here at the bottom. So I thought it would be kind of fun. I have this silhouette stamp set from Dream Cave Designs. And come out, please. Thank you. Nope, doesn't want to come out. Hold on. There we go. I thought it would be kind of fun to either take these leaves and like put, I mean they won't like fit in the square, but that's not the point, and put like the leaves in the square, like pick 2 of them. Or I thought it would be fun to take this guy. You can't see him at all now since I took him off the paper. But this dude, this long flowery thing, and just move. And just like stamp that in there. Like again, like the whole thing won't fit, but just to put that in there. Or we just leave it plain. That is also an option. But I kind of thought it would be fun. I would do this, like if we did the leaves, I would do 2 different leaves. If we do the flower, I would do the same flower in each square. So I'm going to let y'all have time to comment about that while I look to see if I have any other like fun shapes that we could use handy. Because we have this one, which we already used once, but we can use that one again. I have this one, but this one feels too big. This is for slimline cards. Could have used that with the other one, though. This one is definitely too big because it is 5x7 cards, so that's definitely too big. I am also feeling the flower, honestly. If I did not ask for opinions, the flower is what I would have done. So that is, I mean, that was my first sort of choice. So Could maybe do something with this little postage rectangle. I might have to go... Or, the other option is, I don't do anything in the middle. No shape at all. And I do have a Happy Thanksgiving die, but it's very tiny, so I don't know if that would... But this isn't like a super busy card. So this little Happy Thanksgiving situation might be the right move for this one. Because it's not going to be super, super busy. This is the only... I literally bought this die for this. Not like for this specific video. But I don't have like any Happy Thanksgiving dies. At all. And I was like, that feels like a problem to me. Because I do try to do Thanksgiving cards every day. Yeah. I think I said I'd do a Thanksgiving card every day. I don't do Thanksgiving cards every day. I try to do them every year though. And I didn't have like a die for it. So I was browsing around on Mustache actually, because that has become my place that I go to reference everything when I'm looking for something. And this was on there and I was like, that's perfect. And then I was like, but of course it was like 2 days before I filmed the first version of this, or the first, like the cutting video of the series. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I'm going to do this series, I really need to get that die. And I was little nervous, but it showed up in plenty of time. And I haven't even used it yet, so really I had it in plenty of time. But yes, I bought it pretty much just for this. We're going to do the flower. Because now that I've decided what to do with the rest of it, it is time to do stamping. So, should I use the big one for this? Do you think, will this fit in here? I think it will. It will. One of these days, I will buy a new sticky mat for this. I know I said that last time, but around Monday. Ooh, I don't like that. We're gonna put this in the middle. I didn't like the way that lined up on the edge. Okay. Flower time. I'm going to do brown as well, because I'm just in the mood. Yeah, I kind of like that part of these, because this is usually what happens all the time off screen, right? Like, so when I do it live, because a lot of times I will do a lot of this ahead of time on the live. I'll try to make the decisions. But also, like, I feel like there's something to be learned from watching someone figure it out as you go, or as they go. Like, what actually goes through my head when I'm trying to decide on things and what I want to do. And I don't claim to be, like, an expert card maker by any extent of the imagination. But everyone's got a different process and a different style and all that kind of stuff. And I always think it's really interesting to see, like, how people decide what they're going to do. And sometimes they say things that you never would have thought of. So I think there's a place for that. So I do like to do that on my lives sometimes. Come in with a little less of a plan than I would normally. And sometimes I also change the plan halfway through. Sometimes I'm like, have a video in mind and I'm like, all right, here's what's going to happen. And then as soon as I sit down to do it, I'm like, nope, we're going in a completely different direction. Because I'll find something in my craft room that I really like want to play with, or I don't know, there's a million reasons I'll change my mind. It's just not working once I sit down to do it. It's just like not, the vibes are not there. I am a very vibey crafter, like, for the most part. not super. I mean, like, I'm going to see a project from start to finish usually, but except in weird situations where I have Christmas presents that need to be done at a certain time, so I have to, or cards that need to be done at a certain time. So, like, then I sometimes have to switch gears, but otherwise, I'm very much we're just gonna start playing and see what happens kind of crafter for the most part, which is hilarious because I'm really not that way in the rest of my life. But card making, it's like, let's just play and have fun. Because that's really what it's all about, having fun. Trying new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And it all works out somehow in the end. That one got a little extra ink on it, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Because this is kind of a little grungy vibe. So, I'm okay with that. Uh-oh, I just got tidy towel schnibbles all over the place. It's not, my tidy towels I got them wet a while ago and they're starting to dry out again, so they're kind of, when they do that, when they're not wet enough, they kind of fall apart a little bit. Okay, put that away. For right now, we're going to need it again, I am sure. Sure of that. And then I kind of want to try, maybe. Where's the thing for this? Over here. I am also like just throw things around my craft room while I'm crafting and then clean it up later kind of person. So things are just flying all over the place and I don't know. By the end of the night, I won't know where anything is. I already kind of don't, so. This is kind of what I want to do, I think. Or is that, like, too much? Is the craft too, like, too much craft? Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's really a thing. My mom would have said no. Craft was her favorite color. Well, not her favorite color, but, like, her favorite neutral color for card making. But I don't know if that's too much. And this is also very, like, not straight. Because then I should have some extra. I do. Or is that black? That's black. Where did that come from? I'm mistaken. Oh, probably the Halloween cards I was working on. And I'll do the. But it does have a shadow. Do I want to use the shadow for the Thanksgiving? Wait, no, does it? Does this, or was that the other one? That's the other one that doesn't. This one doesn't have a shadow. The Halloween one has shadows. Oh no, I ripped it. Well, that's fine. It's not going to stay on this card. Once I put it away, it will not stay there. Tape. So that they don't move on me. Do we think this needs an embellishment or anything on it? I don't think so. I'm not feeling particularly pulled in that direction with this one. I'll even do it right. I'm going to use my mini one, so I'll even get out my grip mat so it doesn't wander around on me. I need the other plate, though. That would be helpful. Look at, my dies moved. My tape didn't work. They're taped together, but they're not taped to that. There's not really enough tape to tape them to the paper. You know what? It'll be good enough. I just need it to kind of stay. So it will kind of stay. Mostly, I just need the dies to not be too close together because if you remember from the spring crop and create vlogs, I definitely accidentally totally broke a die pretty much in half I don't have it anymore. I threw it out. I should have kept it just for like, don't forget not to do this. But I was die cutting a bunch of things for a class and for the hero arts class, and my dies shifted after I put them like on the plates and everything, and they ended up overlapping, and one of them was like a wavy border kind of thing, like kind of like the hillside borders that you see and stuff, and it like moved, it shifted, and another die ended up on top of it, and it actually like cut off the whole end of yeah, I've had situations like that before. I've bent dies doing that, or having that happen, but I had never actually cut one in half. I half is dramatic. I cut like a 1/4 inch off the end. But yeah, that was a new one for me, but I honestly thought it was funny. And at least it was like a hillside kind of looking die. I have plenty of those, so I wasn't like heartbroken about about losing it. There were other things I could use, and I didn't need to cut anymore either. I had what I needed. So it couldn't have worked out any better than it did if it was gonna happen, but I was like, oh, that's a new one for me, but I thought it was funny. Speaking of that, we are getting so close to the next Crop and Create time, you guys. And here's the thing I'm really excited about with my dance schedule. And you all should be excited about if you watch and like those vlogs. I don't have required dance classes on Saturdays. I have required performances on Saturdays, but I don't have any, well, potentially on Saturdays. I don't actually know when they all are yet. But I don't have any kind of required classes on Saturdays, which means we get to do full Crop and Create. Well, not full, because I mean I still have to work Thursday, Friday, and Monday, but I get to do all day Saturday for the first time since I started dancing 2 years ago. So that I am actually very excited for. I have class on Saturday, but they're all optional classes. Like I get, from being on the competition team, I get extra classes, which is really cool, like included with my tuition for free. So I get a couple styles unlimited, which is kind of fun. And something very unique to the studio I dance at, and I'm very grateful for it, honestly. So I have some extra classes that I can go to on Saturdays, should I choose, but I don't have to be there, which means I can stay home for Crop and Create, and it won't really matter. So well, I guess we don't know yet. I was gonna say, I might have to figure out the spring one depending on what it is, because that's competition season, so I might not be able to, but do that for the spring one. But we don't actually know when the spring one is yet, so I just know I have competitions in March and April, so depending on when the weekend that they pick is for that, I might not be able to do it in the spring. But at least for the fall, I am all good to do all day Saturday, and I'm very, very excited about that. So but that being said, I also still have a lot of classes to finish from the last couple times when I haven't been able to do Saturdays. So I have had a lot of classes left over, and luckily they're not going to get finished. I can pretty much guarantee you they're not going to get done. Well, I mean, they're going to get done, but they're not going to get done before September for sure. I was really trying, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not that it matters, because I can do them whenever I want, so. Okay, glue time. I think I have decided to go with the craft, because I think my other option would be ivory again, and I don't know if I like that. Or, I mean, the orange or the gold. Like, I feel like my choices are the same, pretty much, because all the colors are very similar. Although I don't hate that. I don't hate. Okay, I think I'm changing my mind. Told you that happens sometimes. Change my mind, but I think I do like this better. It's not the same ivory as is this. It's the darker one, but I think that works a little bit better. I was worried it was going to be too much colors, but I don't think it is. I think it makes the whole thing stand out a little bit more. Then it says Happy Thanksgiving. And scooch it up just a bit. I don't know why I keep looking at this in the camera. Like, it's in front of me. Just look at it in front of yourself. You can make a decision. But I've caught myself doing that so many times a day. I'm like making the card and I'm like, oh, how's it, like, how does it look? I mean, I guess the camera's more like zoomed out so I can kind of get a bigger, like, higher picture of it, if you will, compared to kind of like the close-up picture that is me staring at it. But I think that's it. You know what would be fun? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be extra and we're gonna do it. Oops, that's the wrong drawer though. What would be fun is if, yeah, see, we're still under an hour. I can be fun for a minute. Oh my goodness. Unwrap. So I want to heat emboss this. I want to put clear embossing powder on it. That made a really weird squeaky noise. Did you guys hear that? My microphone might have taken it out. But we're going to heat emboss, die cut, and make it kind of shiny. Because I just want it to stand out a little bit more than it is. But I have to undo all of my plugs down here to make that happen. Okay, come here. I'm even going to use... Do I want to do that? Do I want to be that extra? No, I don't think I do. I think I just want to... Where is my clear one? Well, if I can't find my clear one, then we are going to be that extra, but I don't think I want to do that. If I don't have to do it. What is this? That is glow in the dark. I should do something with that for Halloween. Well, I'm still working on those. That's not clear. There it is. I found it. I thought I had some regular clear in there, and I did. And I think I'm going to use... Hi, Jill. Nice to see you. Okay. Oh, I closed the drawer that I needed to be in. That was not helpful. I haven't actually used this. I bought this Brutus Monroe embossing ink at one point to try. Back when I was still like testing out having trouble with embossing stuff, and I actually never used it because I kind of figured it out, but we're going to use it today. Yes, I'm doing KCC. I know Jill and I had a conversation about Instagram because I don't know if you're still on their creative team or not, but at least last time you were, and so we were talking about it because I hadn't done one in a while, and I was like, and she was like, do it. I'm like, I know I want to. I want to try it as a live series for a while. So that's what we've been doing. So we're doing, the goal is today to do sketch it. We did sketch 6 earlier. And we're doing, this is 7. And the goal is to at least get through 8, possibly 9. We'll see what happens. I'm not trusting that for a second there. It looked too white. I know I have some of their embossing powder. I have a lot of their, like, specialty embossing powders, and that was when I ordered this. Oh no, that's not fun. But that's not, breaking your collarbone for summer is not fun. But yeah, that's... I think I missed a spot, you guys. It's like not sticking. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. So like, let's pretend this happens and you miss a spot. You can always just brush it off. And then we can try again. That's the fun part. Before you heat it, it just comes right off. Also, did you guys just notice I did that backwards? Haha. You guys saved that one. I had it backwards. I put the ink on the wrong side of it. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Try this again. To be fair, there is a better way to do this. And I just remembered that I could have done it a different way, but that's okay. We'll do it on Thanksgiving. We'll do it the better way on the Thanksgiving. Everyone learns how to do it a way that works for them then, because you don't need anything but embossing ink and embossing powder to do it this way. The other way, you need a little extra something. And I'm just going to get myself dirty this time. Does anybody else do, like, embossing this method too, where you just, like, dump it all over yourself and then deal with it after? That's my preferred method of doing it. Make a mess and then clean it up later. That was me in the glitter this weekend too. And then all of a sudden it's like Sunday and I forgot to clean it up. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I have a live tomorrow. I should clean up my glitter mess that I made. Okay. This part I'm not going to do with my fingers though, because I have burned myself one too many times in my life. I've learned my lesson. Sometimes I'm still stubborn and do it anyway, but... But since... Whoa! I started talking while the embossing thing was on, and I'm like, y'all can't hear me talk over that anyway. But I'm going to show you how to do this the other way. The embossing thing is very much... Shelly suggested it on our first, like, card making video for Kendra's Card Challenge. I don't remember which one of these is which. I should label them, because that would be the smart thing to do, but have not done that. Oh, wait. No, I did label them. No, I didn't. I just labeled one, but that's okay. But that tells me which one is the right one. So, but Shelly suggested some heat embossing stuff. The first, like, card making video we made, or of this that we did, where I wasn't just cutting all the things. And now, ever since then, I've been like, let's heat emboss everything. Which is how I tend to be with card making things. Okay, so this is a paper pouncer, and this is the other option if you want to heat emboss a die cut like this. If you don't want to just, like, shove it in your ink pad. But yeah, everyone, way back when I was still trying to not dislike heat embossing, because I did not like it for a long time, somebody suggested this ink to me, but the catch is I kind of figured it out before I ever used it, so now it's just been sitting here. Because I usually just use my Gina K one. But people said this one was just, like, extra sticky. I don't know. I kind of noticed a little difference, I guess, but not a major one. I don't know. Dropped it. Because, and I also, oh, why did I put that away? Forgot I had a second one to do. Put everything away. But of course, like my paper pouncers, they were one of those things that I had to have the complete set of them, and I don't use them all that often. So we try to get those out too when it's handy. Although I did just use them last week on something else. Not anything that you guys will see, but. Also, I just want you to know that I'm very extremely excited for next week's Halloween video. Because I think it's like one of my most favorite cards I've ever made. Definitely up there. And I'm so excited for you guys to see it next week. On Thursday, not on Monday. Remember that. Or if you weren't here when I said that, we're switching times from Monday to Thursday. This is what I want. Right in front of me. The only other thing is my little vacuum that I usually use to clean up in here is actually not in here right now because I took it somewhere else while I was cleaning other things. And so my table's going to be a little embossing powdery for the rest of the next approximately half hour. While I finish this up. Oh, that went in the wrong spot. There we go. Alright. Not burning my fingers because I was about to pick that up without my tweezers, and that would have been annoying. Maybe. Okay. Apparently I'm going to have a hard time with this. Doesn't want to be included. It's going to have a little spot that doesn't have embossing powder on it, but it's going to be okay. There we go. Okay. Just brush it off a little bit. Table's all sticky too. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna... because it's sticky and I don't like it. Okay. Gluing time. And then this one will be done. And then I don't think we're going to get to 9 tonight, but that's okay. Because I don't, honestly, 9's maybe not my favorite one. So I will give myself some time to think about it. And we'll come back in September and work on that one. But yeah, and then, I mean, for sure I know the next live is going to be September 10th. How would you guys feel? Just putting this out there. I will do it or not, just depending. I will make the final decision, but I will get opinions. How would people feel about a Labor Day stream? Like, during the day? On that Monday. Because, I mean, I have to go. I don't think I have off dance for Labor Day. But I won't have to work, so we could do something during the day and be different. Just to get a second stream in September. Otherwise, for sure, the 10th. We'll do 6 p.m. on the 10th for sure. But I'm brainstorming because we're going to need 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. We're probably going to need 2 streams in September to finish this in the quarter that it runs. So we could do Labor Day, or we could do a Saturday, or I could do another Thursday. So I am just opinion shopping. Currently, like I said, I'll have to figure out what'll actually work. But if you have thoughts, share them with me. My finger is getting stuck to this tape, which makes sense, but I do like this one though. This is one of my favorite sketches, I think. Most of them up to this point I've really liked. Just 9 is throwing me off a little bit. And I am not quite sure what I want to do with it. But half the time I've said that about these, I'll be like, I don't know if I like this one. And then I put it together, like once I actually do it, I'm like, oh, this is like super amazing. And I actually love it. So we'll see how I feel about it when we come back and do that one. This one still has the other tape on it and needs to come off. Handy dandy adhesive eraser. Somebody gifted me that, actually, my adhesive eraser, like a million years ago. And I was like, why? What's the point of this weird thing? And now I use it all the time. So they were right to gift it to me. They were like, it's handy, I promise. I was like, just feels weird. This one would be a really fun one to recreate because, like, obviously I just, like, cut everything based on the actual, like, information from the Kendra's card challenge. But if you wanted to do this one outside of the challenge and doctor it up a little bit, it would be really fun to do with one of the master layouts, 14, whatever the postage grid one is. I think that's 14. I could be wrong, but it would be really fun to do something similar to this with that. I should do what I did last time. Let's learn from what I did last time and use the T-square ruler to line. I should have used it to line up the other ones too, but I did not, so we'll just use it for this one and it'll be fine. There. Ooh. It's a little crooked. It's okay. It'll live. It'll survive. Where is my actual glue at? Here it is. Under the papers is where it is. And then, because I have the inside piece and I'm using a lighter card base, and, well, actually I do like it a little bit more when I don't do this, but I'm going to do it. Glue everywhere. This is also the matte glue. I'm being smart. I remember to use the matte glue in the right circumstances these days. It's a little juicy today, though. Could I also use the tweezers for this? Yes. Do I really want to get them back out? Not really. Actually, I do want to get them back out because now I don't want to flip it over and touch the glue. So we're gonna be smart and use the tweezers, and it's also going to be easier to line it up this way. I will admit, as much as I do like the extra little, like, shiny bit that embossing powder added, it did kind of turn my sentiments a little bit more black and less brown. So I don't know if I love that part of it, but I do love the extra little standout it gives it. Whoa, look at that big glue blob on the tea there. Glue blob on the tea there. Let's get that off of there. We can clean it up a little bit more too once I put it down. Happy Thanksgiving. There we go. I always use the back end of my tweezers to tap. Sometimes that happens though. Because, like, really the smart thing to do would be to just put, like, a block on top of it, right? So that it sticks down. But I don't always have the patience for that. It's the other reason I don't use a ton of liquid glue. Alright. I'm going to actually do what I should do this time, though, and put a block on top of it so that it dries before we do the inside of that one. And then we'll start the other one real quick. And this one I think will be fairly quick, too. That's the other reason for not doing sketch number 9 today, because I think that one's going to take a little bit of time. And there we go, like that. And then that will dry, and then right at the end, we'll put the inside in that one. Okay, number 8, here we go. Reset a little bit. Come out. So we have this piece, and we have this piece, which this one looks like I cut it wrong, so we're gonna have to fix that. I think I cut this back piece wrong, which is unsurprising, it's me. I usually do. I think I cut a bunch of these were a little bit funky. Alright, we're gonna redo these matte pieces, I think. This one's fine though. It looks okay. No, see, it's not. What? No, this one is fine. But I don't know if we're gonna use that. So we'll see. And I'm going to get out because I don't think I have any extra scrappies of that. Not really. I have a little tiny one, but that's okay because I'm trying to use that up anyway. There we go. Okay. I should give you... Actually, no, I have an idea. I have an idea for what to do for a little extra image on this one that I think will be very fun if it comes out the way I want it to. Okay, let me recut these mats real quick, which means I need to... Oh, I didn't switch the sketch again. Hold on. Y'all want to be able to see what we're doing. There we go. Alright. What I really should have done was measure that other piece first to make sure this piece is not what's cut wrong. Because that's also very possible. But it was definitely the other one that was cut wrong. So there's a fix on that one. And then We'll get these two fixed. Okay, here's my idea. Kind of inspired by this blue pumpkin paper that I have going on here. Somewhere in... Wait, did I put that away, though? Let's see if it's in the pile or if I put it away. I might have put it away. In which case, I will just go grab it out. But I had, from an SCT class, this is also an option. I see another option, but I think I want to do my first thought here. I think I put it away, you guys. I'll have to grab it. I should know where it is. I think it's in here. It is in here. It's right here. Is it going to be too big, though? I hope not. Oh, no, there's a tiny one. There's a tiny one. We're good. I kind of want to put... I kind of do want to use... Oh, no, the big one's not too big. Okay, we're going to do both of them. I do not know if this die set is, like, publicly available or not. Because sometimes it takes a while for the Crop and Create stuff to come out. But it's got all kinds of little stitched pumpkins and leaves and stuff on it. And it's really cute. And I really liked using it in class. And I think it's going to be very fun. This is a square. Why am I acting like it goes a proper way? It doesn't. And I think it would just be really cute to do like a little pumpkin layout here. Like so. Cute, cute. And I think instead of that, I'm gonna go with, just ran into the shelf with my arm. Instead of using this little piece for like the greeting, I think I have a Thanksgiving type, oh goodness, sentiment strip and heel somewhere. It looks like they're in this one. That one wandered off from somewhere. I don't know where it belongs. Not there though. I think these are the Thanksgiving ones. Let's see what we got. Give thanks. I'm like happy harvest, maybe. With gratitude. Got stretchy pants is funny, but I don't think that's the right one. Oh, here we go. Here's just a happy Thanksgiving. That's perfect. Got stretchy pants and gobble to wobble is fun, but that's not the right vibe for this. But there's just a happy Thanksgiving one that we will use for this. I still don't know where this other one goes. It's just, I'm just going to toss it back in somewhere and we'll figure it out later. Go somewhere that's not where you belong. Okay. Now, I wanted to do fun because blue, and I was going to do blue pumpkins. Or should I go regular old orange pumpkins? I don't know. Either one would work. I don't have really... What do I have? I do have some blue scraps here that we could use. That would be kind of nice. to use up. I don't think I have any orange ones. Oh, wait, I do. Okay. I think I'm going to do the orange. Because I'm worried, now that I'm thinking about it, and the blue I think might be too much blue. So I think the orange is the way to go. Pretty sure I just put that back in the wrong cubby, but that's a problem for later me. Okay, we're gonna do the orange. Decisions have been made. I'm gonna use some of the leftover browns that I have for the... Why did I put the orange scrap bag away when I have more orange scraps to put in the bag? I feel like we can tell that we're getting to that hour and a half time and my brain is starting to make goofy decisions. Move, please. Thank you. And we will not break our dies this time. Oh my goodness, I stuck that to the grip mat. Oh gosh, there we go. There's my pumpkins. I'm glad I did the orange now that I'm looking at them. I like that. And then we need... Do I not have any? Oh, I do have them. This might be too small, though. It is too small. I think I have more extra over here. I do. So we used earlier. But it will fit these little stems on them. Okay. Oh, we have to pick out a card base, don't we? That's what I'm missing. And I think this time the correct answer is the craft one, actually. Because I think that's going to match the vibes. But just be a little bit different than the sandy beach so that it's not, like, exactly the same. Which is a nice thing. Okay. Put together time. See, I knew this one would go kind of quick. So I was like, we can fit this one in. And then I actually just kind of glanced over at my paper. And I think I might have an idea for 9 now. But we'll do that next time. But if I have an idea for it now, I can kind of start getting that together. And then we'll have it ready to go for the... Or I guess the 10th is... I guess the 10th is after the 7th, so we'll have to decide if we're going to do a day stream on Labor Day or not. I have to decide what I want to do for that, so keep an eye out for that. I will probably schedule the one for the 10th, like, possibly even right after I'm done here, because I know that one's going to happen for sure. but we'll see about the Labor Day one. Kind of just depends on if I end up having other plans, which right now I don't, so might be a pop-up stream. I'll admit, sometimes I really like some. I still have the other card off to the corner here, and I was just sort of glancing at this, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It's all the same pattern paper, so it matches. And sometimes I just really like that they match. It's just kind of fun. I'm not a mass producer card maker. I actually very much dislike making the same card over and over and over and over again. I don't think that's fun. But that's kind of one of the things I like about these card challenges is it's similar cards, but it's not the same card. So they all feel like they kind of go together, and that's just kind of fun. But at the same time, I'm not making the same card over and over and over and over again. Okay, we have to do an embellishment on this one again. So I'm kind of leaning towards... I mean, we don't have to do it. We can choose not to. But according to the sketch, there should be a little embellishment situation right here. And I kind of don't want to do them up and down. I sort of want to do them across. That's my first sort of initial, like, instinct there. I'm gonna move that down just a touch. But do we think, I mean, we had the black pearls last time. I'm kind of leaning towards gold pearls a little bit, but that might also be too much. Might be doing too much. Trying to think of what else I have that would maybe work. I mean, I know I have gold, silver, I have clear ones. I have black colored ones. I have navy ones, but that doesn't feel right. I have cranberry colored ones. That might be kind of fun. But is that too many colors at that point? Hold on. I am not sitting, like, on my desk straight, so lining things up is proving to be a touch difficult right at the moment. So we're going to fix that. Scooch my chair over and look at it the correct way. Get these guys out here. Just checking. I am going to use my liquid glue for these because it gives me a little wiggle room to get them lined up right. hold it for a little bit so that it sticks. And then I'll just let it dry, and then we'll do the big one. Then I have 2 extra ones for later. The big one is easier to glue than the little one. Alright, I'll give that just a second to dry while I put some of this away quickly, so it doesn't wander off and get lost, and is just out of the way as well. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of not feeling the embellishment, I don't think. I think it's just going to be... I think it's going to be enough without it. Like, if I put this... I mean, theoretically on the sketch this should go... Well, it could. Like, I could put this there instead, kind of. I was going to put it down here. Are these not... This one's done. It's not going to be perfect because I don't have the big one's not quite done yet. Like, I could put this here instead of down here. Or I could put the embellishments down there still. I don't know, I think I like it without them. But I think I do want... Or like that. I don't think I want to do the embellishments though. I think I have made that decision. But I think this is the correct answer, and I just don't want to do the little embellishment, guys. Feels enough without adding them there. Plus, I don't know if I have anything that fits the vibe the way I want it to. I can always change my mind. I've done that before. And added stuff at the last minute before I've sent things out. Last little bit on this one. There we go. Number, what is this? 8. Number 8 is done. And then we will quickly finish this one. And to finish this one, I'm just going to basically glue this to the top here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Should we put it like in the corner here? Should we put it in the corner here? To put it, actually this might, hold on. This way might be kind of cute. Just along the bottom. Kind of like it on the bottom like that. I think that's what we're gonna do. Every once in a while, you just get these like extra pieces of the pattern paper, and they'll tell you to use it to decorate the inside, and they just add a fun little banner. And I usually just will put them like in the corners up here, but this way is kind of speaking to me today. Just as an extra little something something. And there we go. Let me grab out our 3 that we did today. There they are. And this puts us, like, there's not really a halfway because there's 15, so you can't really get to halfway. Because 15 is not an even number. But it's about as close to halfway done as you can get because we're over 7. So that's why I said I think 2 more videos in September. I just don't know when all of them will be. It'll either be... That's not a September calendar. That is actually still July. I haven't even changed it to August. It will be... September 10th for sure, and then either the 7th or maybe the 24th. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You'll see it. I will try to be better about remembering to post it on Instagram. And I just totally forgot this month for some reason. Just didn't work in my brain to do that. Or maybe if I do end up needing a catch-up week where I don't get a recorded video done, I will do a live instead. We'll just kind of play it by ear. But there will be 2 more of these for sure. And hopefully before the end of September. But I just thought I would lay out everything we've done so far. So, there you go. All of the cards we've made so far for my Thanksgiving little collection. And Kendra's card challenge number 23. Okay. I'm going to switch cameras and say goodbye now. Alright, it is the end. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me tonight. Again, remember lives and uploads are moving to Thursdays at 6 p.m. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it today. So thank you guys for helping me make decisions on all these cards because it is actually very nice being able to, like, talk it out with people. So yeah, I enjoy getting to talk it out with you guys, and you guys always give me really good ideas that sometimes make me go, oh wait, I forgot I knew how to do that. So yeah, so thank you so much for being here, and we've got just a few more cards left to do, so probably 2 more videos. I know we can do 3. We might have to do a longer one to get the last one done because we have 4 cards left, or we have 3, 6, we have 7 cards left to do. So we know we can do 3 in a video, so or 3 in an hour and a half pretty comfortably, little give or take. So it will probably take us 2 more videos to do them. I think, is that right? Did I do my math right there? I don't know. Either way, we're going to try to get it done in 2 more, because that's probably what we've got. Hold on. Let me look at this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we should be able to get it done in 2 more. Like I said, one just might have to be a little bit longer, but might have to go more like 2 hours, but we'll figure that out. So anyway, yeah, that's everything. So I'm gonna leave you with thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll see you again soon, and have a crafty day.